Harley-Davidson factory radios have come a long way, but let's be honest, most riders want the same thing. Wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, a responsive touchscreen, and a radio that actually feels modern. The problem is, not every Harley radio delivers that experience. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Elite BE920WCPA.HD, a direct fit replacement radio designed specifically for 2014 through 2023 Harley-Davidson Touring motorcycles. We'll cover the features, the installation benefits, and at the end I'll give you my pros and cons and overall rating. Let's start. Hey, what's up? Josh here from Breakers Stereo and Performance. Now here at Breakers, we've installed and tested a lot of Harley-Davidson audio equipment over the years. But today we're taking a closer look at the Elite BE920WCPA.HD. Now this is a premium direct fit multimedia receiver designed specifically for Harley touring bikes, including street glides, road glides, and electric glides from 2014 all the way up to 2023. Now, BOSS Elite is not the same thing as the old school BOSS Audio most people remember from 10 to 15 years ago. Elite is their own premium line, and that's the market that this radio was built to compete in. Now, we're gonna walk through the major features, what makes this radio unique, and whether it's worth considering your next Harley audio upgrade. Okay, first impressions. Now the first thing that stands out is how factory the radio looks. It doesn't look like a universal radio adapted to fit a motorcycle. It looks like it was designed specifically for the Harley Dash. The fit and finish is excellent, the screen is bright, and the user interface is clean and easy to navigate. For riders who want to modernize their bike without making it look overly aftermarket, this is a huge plus. Now let's talk about wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Now that's the biggest reason that most people upgrade their Harley radio is smartphone integration. Now this unit includes both wired and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Once your phone is paired, navigation, music streaming, phone calls, messages, and voice controls are all controlled directly on the screen. No cables, no adapters, just get on the bike and ride. Very useful and convenient. Now let's talk about the built-in Maestro integration. Now this feature really stands out on this radio because it's already included. Normally, retaining factory integration features often require additional modules and extra wiring during the installation. With this radio, that functionality is built directly into the radio itself. That means fewer components, a cleaner installation, and less clutter behind the fairing. From an installer's point of view, that's a very nice feature. But where you really notice the difference is when you're riding. Volume and track changes happen instantly. The radio feels connected to the motorcycle instead of feeling like it's processing commands through multiple devices. It's one of those details you don't necessarily notice on a spec sheet, but you definitely notice while you're riding. Okay, let's talk about audio tuning and features. For riders planning to upgrade speakers or adding amplifiers, the radio includes plenty of tuning capabilities. You get equalization controls, time alignment, crossover adjustment, and multiple audio customization options. These tools allow you to fine-tune your system and get the best performance out of your aftermarket speakers and amplifiers. Now, whether you're running a simple speaker upgrade or a full amplified system, having these controls built into the radio gives you more flexibility. Now, let's talk about weather-resistant design. Now, motorcycle electronics have a hard life. Heat, cold, dust, vibration, moisture. So this head unit carries an IP66 weather resistant rating. Most radios in this class are only IP5, so this helps protect it against the elements that motorcycles are exposed to. Now additional features include Sirius XM ready, camera input capabilities, USB connection, high-res audio playback, and glove-friendly touchscreen operation. So you have some expandability here and some versatility. Now that we covered the features and what this radio brings to the table, let's jump over to the bike and see how it performs in the real world. I'll take a look at the interface, the startup speed, wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, audio controls, handlebar responsiveness, and the overall experience. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's check this thing out. Okay, let's check out the boot up time. All right, not terrible. All right, so let's go ahead and check this out. Now here's one thing that we talked about is the responsiveness. So I'm basically, as soon as I hit that button, it is responding. So that's really good. All right, so kudos on that. So let's check out a couple things here. So here's our main source menu. And then you can scroll if you have the XM, you have aux input, Bluetooth phone, and Bluetooth music. I'm gonna go ahead and pair my phone right now. All right, so as you can see, we're in Android Auto right now. The left side handlebars will control the volume and also the track up and down. Okay, so right now I'm changing the track. On the right side, this will actually control the cursor. Okay, so if I want to go to Spotify, I can hit enter by pressing the button in, and that takes me to Spotify, and I'm able to move the cursor around with the joystick. All right, so let's go to navigation now. As far as the cursor is concerned, you're a little bit limited as what you can do. So if you want to go to navigation, you will have to touch that button. And then from here, you can search and then hit enter. And then here you'll be able to, you can select your destination. Type it in, which is probably pretty dangerous if you're riding around. Okay, so you are a little limited on what you can do with the cursor. So if you wanted to go to navigation, unfortunately, you won't be able to get down there with the cursor. You have to actually touch the button. And then from here, you have your presets, of course. But if you wanted to type in a destination, it would be pretty difficult to do so. So I would recommend just going like this. Directions to 465 North Oxnard Boulevard.
465 North Oxnard Boulevard is 5 minutes from your location by car in light traffic.
Okay. All right, so that's what I would recommend. All right, so I'm in Apple CarPlay. It seems to function a little bit better here. As you can see, I can actually go into my apps and select what I want to do. Select maps. And then if I wanted to go to music, I can do that as well. And then I can actually go to my library, select my playlist. All right. That's kind of cool. I like that. So if you have an iPhone, definitely a lot nicer. So that's nice to be able to control the screen from the handlebar handlebar buttons. Okay. So let's move on to some of the other things that this radio has. All right, let's go to audio settings. So you have audio levels here. So that's nice. So your main volume, your ringer volume, call volume, navigation volume, voice assistant. And then you also have your time alignment, and that's done in milliseconds. All right, so that's cool. You're able to do that. You also have some equalizer presets for the type of music that you like to listen to. Or if you want, you can get in here and go to the user, and that's right here. Now we have the equalizer here. And if you want to adjust the EQ, it looks like you have to actually do it on the screen, okay? Not a big deal. Probably want to do that while you're not riding around anyway. And then you also have your crossover, and then your front, rear, and subwoofer crossover. And you've got lots of different settings here. So you can adjust the slope to 24 dB, as low as 12 dB. And then you have your crossover frequencies, 60, 80, 160, 250, okay? And those are all the same from the front and rear. So altogether, a really nice radio. Let's do pros and cons. I'll start with the pros. I like the fact that it has an anti-glare screen over the top of it. That's gonna be important when you're riding around, with the sun, and you don't want that glare hitting that screen and it's hard to see and it gets all washed out. So I love that. Handlebar buttons are definitely responsive. I do like the handlebar controls on the Apple CarPlay, not so much on the Android Auto, but I think that is an Android Auto thing, not necessarily an Elite thing. And the built-in iDatalink Maestro is key for installation, makes it a lot easier, much cleaner. Also, it looks like it came factory. That's key. A lot of guys want to be able to do stuff to their bike and have it look nice and clean, not like it was an afterthought. Okay, as far as cons are concerned, not a lot, but the price is a little high. It is a premium radio. It comes with the Elite processing, so it's gonna be a good sound quality radio as well. So overall, I'm gonna give this radio a 4.5 star. You got the built-in Maestro, the anti-glare, the super responsiveness on the handlebar buttons. And I didn't mention this before, you also get a 3-year warranty. Okay, so if you're interested in this radio or want to read more about it, we'll leave a link in the description below, taking you directly to the website. Now remember, we do have financing available. Simply add the cart, pick a financing option, get approved, and we'll send your radio out to you ASAP. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, hit the like and subscribe button. Again, my name is Josh. I'm with Breaker Sharing Performance. We'll see you guys next time.